Yes, looks correct. Hey Zeno. Hey Fishy. Hey Kobe. I've never played this game before. I don't know how long this game is. If it's a 20-minute game, then it's a 20-minute stream. But I fancy petting some dogs, so we're gonna play this. This is a pay what you want game on itch.io. I forget who actually made it, but I can probably find out. It's Will Herring. I'll put a link in the chat. Hang on. Where is my chat? Thanks, Fishy. Alright. At the party. How to play. You're at a house party? Do not know anybody. The legend tells of a very good puppo hiding somewhere in the house. Clock is ticking and you're running out of small talk. Can you find the pup at the party? Mouse looks, opens doors, talk to people, and of course, helps. Click zooms, okay. Rotate, follow the arms. Okay. Gallery, I'm guessing is empty. I can see outlines there. Who do we want to meet here? Some of them look pretty similar. Hopefully they're not copies. You actually kind of can see some colour really closely. Like on this one. There's a... Yeah, you can see faces just about. I don't know if they'll get killed by YouTube's compression, but you can just make out the faces. Guinea pig. Music's a wee bit loud. Okay. There's no in-game option for mixing, so I'll try and get it in the actual... Did my computer just crash? In the Windows mixer. Hey, Sobred. Okay. Oh wow, we're on a timer. Okay. Well, in that case, let me know if this sounds okay or if this is still really loud. Is this still really loud? Guinea says better. I've messed with the setting a bit again though, so let me know if it's too loud. So we can talk to people. But we're running out of small talk, so I guess there's no real reason to. We just need to find that pup. Can we open cupboards? No. I like that I've just got my hand there, like, at the ready to pet this dog as soon as we find it. Hey there. You don't even want to talk, huh? Okay. Are you upset you've not found the dog yet either? This dog sounds close. I feel like I've moved past the dog. I'm wondering how hidden the dog will be once I get into the correct room. Let's try going, see if we can go round this way. Oh wow, I didn't realise, nope, how big this house was going to be. It's... Ah, I found the bowls but no dog. don't have the dog, do you? It's through this wall. Ah! I'm not gonna get the dog. No! I didn't pet a pup. Okay, I need to be faster this time. Are we saying it's a bit quiet? Let's turn it up a little bit then. Let's try that. It sounds too loud to me. We'll try that. See if this sounds good. I pet 0 pups. Then I went home and ordered an aggressive amount of food delivery. Okay, we're gonna go much faster this time. We need to pet that pup. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that's showing me not that I'm really close, it's just a direction. Are you a dog? I don't know whether it's like hidden in a prop in the room that I... Oh, there he is. You pet a pup. Oh, and that gives me time to find another one. So you gotta keep going. Okay. So it's a roguelike pop 'em up. Hey! Chemo. Is it giving us the same house? Can't tell. I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh, yay. Doing well, we're actually gaining time. That was chemo again. Oop. This is the same... No, that wasn't the same. Show me those offs. Ooh, that was far away. This is a dead end, I think. Those offs are very far away. I think we're going to burn some time on this one. This looks better. I'm thinking maybe down here. There's a second floor. Maybe that's why it sounds so far away. He still sounds really far away. Oh jeez. Sorry to bother you. Left from here, I think. Okay. That sounded like we've maybe made an advance. This is looking good. Yeah, there we go. Whoever could afford this house was loaded. Yay! It's a new pup. It's not chemo. He's a sniffly pup. Sorry. No, not good. This pup sounds closer, I think. Sounds over to the right to me. I feel like I'm maybe not going in the right direction again. This is what I'm like at actual parties, by the way. If I heard a dog in the west wing of the mansion that I was partying in, I would absolutely spend the next hour looking for the thing. I think I would mess this one up. There is a door here, sneaky door. Quick. We can get to it, we can get to it. Where are you? No! I like that the dog barks the the game over music. Hey, you doing? Yeah, this game is basically entirely luck-based, it seems like. Hey, Zach. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing okay today. Tomorrow will be the difficult day. Today I'm okay. Okay, let's see if we can beat 4. This is a fairly strong start, I think. No? Right. There we go. That was good. There it is. I swear that did sound like it came from the other direction. Okay, we're gaining time again. That's Mitsu. Let's say that was this way. Yes, pick the right direction. Could have been the door to the right in that previous room though. I'm gonna say that was through here. Get out of my way, there's a dog to pet. 3 kitchen dogs. Oh, that's a new one. That sounded close. That sounded to the right. Am I gonna have to like loop around on myself? Through here maybe? It sounded way closer earlier, but for level 3 that seemed far too close to the start to be the correct answer. I think we're doing the right thing. Oh jeez, maybe not. Maybe it was really close to the start. Was that over here? I don't think it was. It sounded straight on. Yay! That was weird. That sounded really close to the start earlier. That's Jesse. That sounded left. That was good, although I think it may have been the door in the other room. Oh, I saw the arfs. I saw the arfs. Oh, jeez. I guess it's the room behind the kitchen. That makes it this door. Oh my god. Hey! Right on the snooker table. Okay, we're doing well. We're on 5. I have no idea what direction that was though. That's good, we saw the offs. Did I miss a door in here? There is one over there. Oh, there is one there as well. Yay. This is a really good run. Dave. Good dog name. I think the way rooms generate in relation to other rooms is actually, there are rules to it. I think I'm starting to know where bathrooms are by just how they attach to other rooms. That sounded like we're going in the right direction. That sounds good, right? We're close to it. I don't see any branching paths off these rooms though. There are offs there. Off, right behind that arcade machine, and there's no door. No door here. So it's off to my right currently. God damn. Wow, that was the long way around. Yay, just. Is that time for one more, do we think? It's not that way. Or that way. I think that's a bathroom based on where it is. I think I saw the offs though. There they are. I think we are going to get one more. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting to. There he is. Porter. That sounded this way. See us. There they are. Going for a record. Gizmo. This way. Not that way. Not that way. They didn't seem like they were going in my direction. Let's go over here. This way? Yep. Oh, one more room. Still keeping an eye on Potato. The house does feel like it's getting bigger. Left? No. Guess that's the only way out of this room. I'm gonna try and curve around to the left. Really double down on a long route here. If this is wrong, then I think that's it. This is my one shot at finding this dog. Oh! No, that's the bathroom, of course. Yeah, we got him! Ta! That sounded left as well. Are we going upstairs? Are dogs allowed upstairs? Be funny if that was like a secret room of the game that of course you never find dogs upstairs, they're not allowed upstairs. That sounded far away, but in this direction. We're gonna power through. No, we're not gonna power through, we're gonna lose. That's it. I see the Alfs, but they're so far in the distance. Oh no. It's that door. Can we get there? Can we get there? It's one more room, maybe two. Mash the pet button. No. And he's there. 11 pops, that was good. I thought it was going to just start getting ridiculously hard after like 5. I went home and watched nature documentaries until I fell asleep. What's going on in chat? We got Epic, hey bud. Oh, thanks, Zach. Zach donates $2.50 and says, drink some tea. I think this is why I'm okay today. And best wishes. Thank you. Hey, Grey Panda. Hey, Random. Hey, Morningstar. Alright, I think we're going to go one more go. And then I think that'll do me for the stream. It's just going to be a really short one today. We were going to do Catane tomorrow. That's going to be off the cards. But next week, I'm sure we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. It wouldn't let me click that up. Monday being the free day, we might possibly do something. Maybe that could be Catane. But I've not spoken to the other guys about that yet, so that's not a promise by any means, but I will ask, and perhaps it will be. He sounded like he was over here. Where are the Alfs? Show me the Alfs. Fuck. Why is this? Why is it not barking? Does he not bark when you're close enough? Tuesday's my day. We still need to finish the Spire run that we started in the 24-hour stream. Me and Silly just haven't had a single day that we can both stream together, and I know he doesn't want to miss that run. This is another awkward one where I know where the dog is, but we've got to go all the way around to reach it. And it's not this way around. It's right behind that wall. I like the music. There you are. Come here. Is that a cat? Oh. Finn? I think that is a cat. Is he the one cat in the game? An angry barking cat? I didn't hear any barks at the start of this one. Ooh, that's far away. That's really quiet. Come on, doggy. I got my hand at the ready here. That was closer. Sounded like he was in here. Ah, in the bathroom. That's a rare one. Sadie. Big dog. That sounded like it might have been behind me, actually. There's no other door. It's difficult to tell in front and behind when you're wearing headphones. Left and right's easy enough, but how do you actually distinguish in front and behind with just two audio sources? I know there's those headphones that model their like spatial sound after a human head so that they can really like distinguish where things are spatially. Which just seems like black magic to me. Oh, I feel like I've gone so the wrong way. No. No doors at all there. I'm falling apart. I'm losing it. This way. Whew. Mitsu's around a lot, huh? Oh, saw the arse. It's not where it sounded like it was to me. The sneaky double door bathrooms, they get me. Hey buddy. Oh she. Don't swear at me. Some people don't talk to you. There were some arfs over there. Nice, that was a fast one. Oh, jeez. Don't know if this is right. Yeah, maybe over here. No, God damn. That's close. The real crime here is that no one else is petting the dogs. Advanced MLG dog petting sim. Ruby, yeah, so she's an old dog. As far as I know for a Vizsla, she's had a pretty good run as well. I've heard before that Vizslas have relatively short life expectancies for dogs. That was a nice fast one. Oh, Ruby's got one of those as well. She's like 12 and a half, getting on 13 I think now. As far as I know for a Vizsla, it's a pretty good run. She's ill in that oh, good dog, doing a trick. She can't keep her food down most of the time, and also like refuses to eat it a lot of the time. And it's weird. It's kind of funny and also kind of difficult and annoying that she won't eat most stuff, and when you do find something that she'll eat, and this is a very recent development and very unlike her and foods that she's loved for years, she will sometimes just refuse to eat. Yeah, so a lot of the time she just won't eat something, and if you find something that she will eat, the next time you try and offer it to her, she just won't eat it. So like, we bought her some, like a really tender cut of lamb, and like lightly like cooked it for her, and she scoffed that. And then a lot of evenings she brings it back up again, and then we were like, okay, well she ate that, that's good, let's get some more of that, and she just won't touch it. And we think what is possibly happening is just that there's maybe some, because she throws up a lot, maybe there's some psychological, she's connecting the last thing she ate to the fact that she's then been sick, and so every food that we try and feed her, she then feels like it's off limits, like, oh well, I got ill from that last time, so I shouldn't eat that again. I found last time I was at my mum's the best way to get her to actually eat something, because she usually refuses, and she's got very thin recently, is to pretend you're eating it yourself and then offer her bits, because she'll still beg for food. So I sat down with a plate of venison sausages and burgers that my mum made just for her, and some gravy bones, and just chopped them up on a plate, and I sat on the computer playing Hearthstone pretending to eat them, and then after a couple minutes started giving her bits while I was eating them. And again, I wonder if there's a psychology of like, well, if the leader of the pack is eating it, it must be okay, which I guess is something that I think a lot of dogs do, even ones that aren't ill, is you try and give them food in their bowl that they won't eat, but if you offer the exact same food to them from your hand, they'll eat it. And yeah, my guess would just be that, like, if they're seeing other people eat the food, then, well, someone else is eating it, so I guess that means that it's good food. Because dogs are social creatures, right? So they've evolved to have kind of pack mentality. It's been a good life till now, Guinea Pig. She's a good dog, and she's had a good run. Fishy Cake, your dog will live for 1,000 years. I hope so. But just in case they don't, make sure that you give them lots of good walks and cuddles. Funeral? I doubt it. No, there's something slightly melodramatic about a funeral for a dog. To be honest, I know that me and my mum both don't like funerals for people, let alone organising one for our dog. I definitely see the value in a funeral for a lot of people. Personally, I don't think either of us can think of a worse place that we'd want to be. I don't know. It almost, to me, there's almost a comparison to a funeral. I like that I'm having this talk while I've got ridiculous, like, badly synthesized music playing in the background. I can almost compare a funeral to like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. It's almost negative reinforcement. Like if you're sad over something, I don't know whether surrounding yourself with other people who are sad about that thing is necessarily a good or healthy way of coping with it. Certainly ignoring it is not a good or healthy way of coping with it, but I don't know, it just seems like there's something about a funeral which is kind of I don't know, it's difficult to put into words, because it also makes it sound like it's a negative thing, like I'm saying that people shouldn't go to funerals, which is of course not the point at all. There's definitely a lot of positive value to a funeral that you could get from just, people are there to like share their memories and stories of the person, or indeed the dog, that they've gone to see off. But yeah, it's not for us, so no, we wouldn't. If I don't invite me to your funeral. Yeah, I think something that I think more people have liked the idea of in recent times, when a funeral is can be less conventional. People who have the idea of like a funeral should just be a party and a celebration of the life of the person. That's a way nicer idea. I'm much more down with that than people standing around drably wearing drab clothes and making platitudes. It just seems like not a positive, constructive way of grieving, I guess. Yeah, I'm with you, Grey Panda. Funerals or whatever it is that you do for for someone that's left you, yeah, you should be there to celebrate it. Something I once read about breakups is that I think a lot of people see them as, because it's ended, people see it as therefore a failure. And just because two people have broken up doesn't mean that breakup is a failure at all. Like, in my experience, I've had like a 1.5, 2-year relationship, and the whole time it's been great. And then the breakup is amicable. There is nothing about that situation at all that's a failure. It's just good, right? And it might be a bit sad that it's ended, but the whole time it was happening, it was good. And I think that's the thing to take away. And I think that becomes even more obvious when you're talking about a life, because I don't think anybody would say that because a life ended it was a failure. Like, the value from life doesn't come from living forever, and if you fall short of living forever, then therefore there was no point in it. I don't remember how I got onto that. But yeah, I think I know where I was going with that. I think I see things quite pragmatically. And even though I'm a little bit sad about a previous breakup, and even though I'm a little bit sad about seeing Ruby go to the vet to be put to sleep, a lot of me really does frame that in quite a positive way, because, like I posted on the Discord server, it's so ridiculous that this music is playing. I'm just going to do one more run of this. I know that doesn't stop the music. Yeah, like I said on the Discord server, like, she's had the best life, and that really is the main thing to me. Like, it's going to end at some point, so just maximize the experiences, the memories. And if you have done that, then it's almost difficult to be too sad about it, to me. And I think, not to get too lofty or philosophical, I think death is taught really badly socially. The fact that it's like so taboo to talk about a lot of the time, or I think the fact that it is framed so negatively, or that people are kind of conditioned to ignore it, I guess. I think makes us all deal with it way more badly than we otherwise could do. So I think even, I guess my point is, like, what is there in this situation? What is there to get that sad about? Because nothing is happening that I didn't know was going to happen 12 years ago. I knew 12 years ago that I was going to have roughly that amount of time with a pet dog to, enjoy memories and experiences and all that kind of thing with Ruby. And that's exactly what happened. And there was nothing sad about the 12-year, well, obviously incidents happen, but on balance, it's a wholly, hugely positive 12 years. I don't know, I don't feel like there's anything that sad to be about the fact that it ended. I think if it had ended prematurely, then it would be something to be much sadder about. I think it's sad when you hear about people in society who have died much too early, or died after a diminished, less than positive life. Which unfortunately does happen to millions of people around the world. And I think we can be sad about that. I think I should be as weird as it might feel to say, I feel like I should be more upset about just knowing that there are lives of people who have died in childhood from terrible disease that I've never met than I should about my dog that's lived 12 happy lives and is gonna die peacefully. And I'm not, obviously, because I know my dog and I don't know those people, and while that's upsetting, I'm not gonna sit at home in tears over people that I've never met and know nothing about. Because that's just how we're wired, right? We have this like expanding circle of associations with people that begins at family and goes to friends and goes to pets and then goes to other people in the nearby community and the place you live, and then kind of goes out from there. Yeah, I don't know, I try not to see death through... Let's phrase that differently. Weirdly, I feel like I'm a skeptic, and I think skepticism applies everywhere and in places that you might not often think about it. And I think this is one of those areas. And thinking about being skeptical about how we should deal with death, I think changes your view on it. And I try not to socially act how I just feel like people often would. I try not to react to things that people say just because it's the way that you would usually expect other people to act at what someone said. And your attitude towards a situation like death or like a breakup, I'm also not going to act towards that thing in the way that just because that's how everyone else acts towards it. I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna think about what it actually does mean to me, and that may end up being quite drastically different to how other people see it. And I think that's okay. We've all got very different opinions on all sorts of different things, and I don't think that it's unusual that might be the case for something like this as well. I think I read somewhere in chat someone said we all grieve differently. That's true, and that's okay. Yeah, she's a good dog, and it will be sad at the time to see her go. But I know myself, and I know how I deal with these things, and I know that I think come the next day, I'll be fine. I'll probably be happy. Oh, where's this dog? Let's check chat. Oh, fishy. Yeah, I can see exactly why people would want to go to funerals. I mean, clearly there's a reason that most people do and would want to go to a funeral. Because you probably do want to share those memories with other people who want to share it as well. I think I would just do that part away from the funeral. I mean, hell, I've done it with Ruby, right? Like, I wanted to post something to the Discord just so I could share something about Ruby to other people, and it didn't require a funeral, and I'm okay with that. Alright, I think that's going to do me, guys. I didn't expect this one to be very long, I just wanted to say hi. But thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for putting up with me rambling, because I know that definitely was a ramble. I didn't have anything planned. Yeah, I'll see you all next week for some more games and good times. Bye, everyone.